I'm trying to figure out which feeder is which. So let me see on this. That's the corner that way. Well, yeah, it's really odd. You can't check it because YouTube resets the camera itself. So this one is down here. Okay, so that one, I'm trying to see, where's this one? Oh, you don't even see that one. That's that one. And then this one, which is one I want to move. This is one I want to move. My hand is on this one. You can call me. Hi, Angie. This is just me. See, I can't test my camera on what it would look like because YouTube readjusts the camera. So I'm just kind of testing today. I'm figuring out what I want to do here. All right, so this I've been thinking of putting here. Oh, I don't like the white. I would definitely have to paint that black because it's going to cause the camera to go off balance on white balance. Okay, so that would be there. And then I can, oh, I didn't get wire. I need some bell wire. And cutters. I was playing with my cutters and pliers, and I have no idea where I put it. Okay, so this would go here. I can see this one. There's my hand. I can see this one. Oh, I can't see that one. And that's one I want to take down. Sorry, guys. I know you want to eat, but then you want to eat all day. You guys don't let me do anything. Oh, I removed a feeder here. Where's that feeder? That's a good question. Where is that feeder? All right, misplaced the feeder. Let me go find the feeder. This is staying. How did I lose the feeder? Oh, it's in the sink. What I want to do is make some hoops and hooks. I want hoops and hooks. Kind of got in my mind what I want. I got to scrub this one now. This feeder I can put back because this one I'm not changing. Uh-oh, what? Oh, no. Open the other door. He'll fly out. I forgot. They do come in, and I don't want him in. Come on, guys. Out. No, that's not good. It was a shush him out. Right this way. Yeah, they like coming in. I don't want them in. As cute as they are, I don't want them in. Gosh, you guys empty this out so fast almost. All right, now I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I got that feeder there. You can't see that feeder. Yes, you can see that feeder. This one, I think, well, that one's all right. Then you've got this feeder is a little low. Unless I'm going to adjust the camera. I'll show you here. How can we get hooks in here? They do love those flowers. That's why I've got some growing in my front yard. I don't have any flowering right now. And the hummingbirds absolutely love it. You're right. Okay, I need... It doesn't have, most have, see, not all have hooks. Yeah, look. I would need 3 hooks. Do not come in the house, guys. Still food in there. This one's almost empty. So you got, stay out, everybody. Inside the pipe? You know what I bet you I have hooks. No, I'm looking for a hook with a hook. I know what I'm looking for. I have a picture in my mind. Like the ones that came off the Hummingbird that were broke. Those are hummingbirds. I've got it. I just have to figure out where to put it.
G'day, Pamela.
Tell them I'll get playing around.
Yeah, Robbie's trying to find some hooks for hummingbird feeders.
I bet you I got it out in the yard. What I'm looking for, and I never throw them away. When the hummingbirds here break, I have hooks. Yeah, they're in the yard. Alright, this will give me an idea.
Yeah, there's some hooks mounted on the
I have a
fascia.
hummingbird behind your head. Get back in the house. I'm gonna have to remove that screen. Oh, there's no tab on it. The other one. I won't go that way. You have the door open, the other door?
Yeah.
I do it this way, then I darken the window again. Trying to just figure out, yeah. Molly, move. No. Did you bring me a little fire? I don't know what happened to that. I probably did. I lost my fire last night. I just had a pair I was using, and I Here in the house. This may not work because of the wires. Not come in, guys. See, this wire is what I'm looking for is a wire that will go in here. It's really that simple. One on each side. This is my idea. It might or might not. But I got them off the old Hummingbird feeders, and I don't know where I put them. They're around here. Now, I think it's on the table that we know. That's one. Okay, now you a little bit more bell wire. It might work. And then I'll change it. I wish I had a wire a little bit different. But again, I've got to get through. Yeah, here's the problem. It's got to get through. Yeah, your wires on this. Oh my goodness. Stay out, guys. Coming in, you cannot come in the house. This is me. I'm just brainstorming. I'm trying to. Oh, this doesn't even go through. Oh, yes, it does. This will work. I'm not looking at the computer, so I don't know who's saying what right now. But hello, hello. I'm just trying to figure out how to set this up better. There's been so many hummingbirds. I don't see that. Would you please go out? I think I've got it. What do you have? Is that more flexible or? Let me see. It's stiffer. I think it's a little stiffer. I've almost got this going where I want. And they don't all have to be the same because all the hummingbird feeders are different. You're going to have to read and say hello because I'm not looking at the computer. I'm trying to get. Oh. We need to set that. Oh, this way. Oh, I need something that is a small wire, but a heavier gauge. Will the PVC crack in the sun? Okay. Now I got stuck. Totally stuck. You all have food in there, yes? Do you know the other ones have food in it, guys? Oh my gosh! There are hundreds and hundreds out there. Look at the orange tree. It's absolutely covered. You can't even see the leaves. It's just the hummingbirds. Okay, they're coming in to eat and I'm bothering them. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. I need a smaller gauge wire. I need a smaller gauge wire. Oh, you know what? I'm making this harder than it is. This is so stupid. I'm so stupid. I just figured out what I needed to do. Oh, okay. Let's go back to bell wire. All I need to do is cut this. This cuts too, right? Yes. All right. This will work. I'm trying to get this in. First one. One side. Oh, you're everything. Fish? A little bit more. Are you sleeping? Oh. I'd let you see the hummingbirds so that you can eat them on camera.
Farm-raised fish are always going to taste different than wild caught. In Australia, it's mainly wild caught, so it's going to taste a lot different.
What is that? There's so many. Okay, this is all I need to do is put the wire to it and make my own part the way I want. Careful, I put the wire. There is no good time to work on these hummingbird feeders except at night. And I tried to do it last night, but then I can't really see what I'm doing anyway. Now, you have more of this wire if I cut this back? Okay, that's the wire I'm going to use. I was going to say, it's the wire I want to use. My own hook. I don't know if this will work. I'm going to have to do this where I sit down. Got it. Tiny. I have another way of doing it. It'll be much easier. It's not gonna, I need to do it differently. Well, I'm going to do it in the next window. If I do something, I'll do it in the window. But the feeder behind that one isn't even. That's what I'm trying to see. What's you don't see the one back there. Well, yes, you do. You do see that one. I don't know. So then the only ones you don't see is this one's a little low. This is the one I want to change. You know what? If I change it, it's not going to work. I was going to add this in and give me 2. I don't need it. I don't think I can adjust the camera. Let me go try to adjust the camera. I can see now what I want to do. I just have to decide. Let me see if I can.
Pamela said good morning to you a couple of times.
Oh, good morning, Pamela. Okay, there's not much else I can do with the camera. Does that look worse or better?
Might be better. I'll decide.
So you could see me if I wanted to do something in the other window. Oh, there's my pliers. All right, so where the red one? Here's the red one. Let me put the red one back over here. That window has to be washed. I don't know if you can see me through the window. No, not that angle. Did you see me? Can't.
reflecting up more behind it.
So I have to take the glass out. Oh, what if I took this?
Actually, that's not going to help either. Just the double glass.
Now, okay, now there's more light. It's going to be really. Well, I've got to take this glass out. This one comes out, and then wash that window really good. That glass doesn't come out, does it?
It can, yes. I think it shows up the screws that hold it into place. You have to look at it. That one is definitely got
Yeah, this one is really easy. See this? It has to go to the middle. You can't do it until I move this. Oh, I usually take it out in the middle. All right. All right, you can take that one. I'll put it in the other room for now, just to see. Now you got one pane of glass. I miss my desk. But it is nice. I can get up to the window. I don't think I'm going to fall out anymore. Let me go add. There's nothing in this one. I think they finished. So don't let them come in. Just stand by the window. So the light don't come in. Because they know there's food in here, and then they'll come in. I don't know what is a better way. Tell me where you can see it. You can see it here? See, I want to get rid of this pole.
I can see, yeah, I can see where the hummingbirds will be, yeah.
I don't. Someone flew in. I don't really want that pole anymore. This pole was put here when it was raining all the time, and they would sit on the pole. That's why I want to put that thing I made. I'm trying to see which one. This one. So there's no way to hang. That's why I said maybe I need a bigger PVC pipe. Oy. And if I hung it this way, it might. I'm really upsetting these guys.
Well, if you put it long, extend the wire down, because your hanger, this hook, is sitting a little too high too.
This one's too high?
Yeah, see, you can't see the top of the wing.
You could if I pull the camera back.
But then that's holding the feeder underneath. You have to make a different adjustment.
If I pull it back, you'll get a wider picture.
Yeah, one almost came in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the large group just came in.
Here, guys, what? They usually do. They're coming in. Let me not on my sleeve. Oh, I moved. Usually they come right over. I'm talking and keep speaking.
Yeah, you
Is
can
it?
say it.
These are so fun. I love these. Well, then that's the way it has to be. I don't know how to change it. I was going to add in more feeder.
Peru,
Say hello to Ruth.
hello, Peru. Hello, Ash. Hola, Maritza.
Really put their names.
My
Maritza,
Maritza.
hello. Ash, hello. Julie, hello. Debbie, hello. I don't even know how many there are. How are these
Yeah, there's hooks up on the station.
Okay, so there's hooks. I think I showed that yesterday when I moved my desk. There's a video I put up when I moved the desk. There was a desk here and I couldn't get to the window. There's hooks up there. So I've just got these hanging on wires. They're just attachment wires. And then hummingbirds, the female annas, they're the only ones that still have color on them. Otherwise, yes, the females are plain. You're not going in the other window. No. Oh, there might be some here. Oh, sure. You want to talk to you? Try to make sure you're not Well, I'm not ready to go. If you want to go get it, go get it. Go ahead and get it. Then I need to change it. All right. And then when you come back, I have to run this door. Okay, so have it now. You only have, oh, where's my slap bin? All right, I'm gonna. What I'm saying is I can pull the camera back, but it won't be as close. That's the only thing. This is the lowest one out of all of them. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So today, the only reason I went live is there's no way for me to adjust. I can adjust my camera on my computer, but then when YouTube takes it over, they do it the way they want. So I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this. And there's never a good time to work on hummingbird feeders because they're here all day. So see you, hopefully, you have a credit card?
Yep.
Okay, see and then my computer's going to have to go in. Gary's computer died yesterday. But his computer is running, so he's going to pick it up. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I want to set this up. So I figured I would just go on. I don't want anybody bored. I'm just trying to figure out how to set this up where it can be seen good. And the wires are adjustable. I can make them any length. And then here, you can see me through here, I think. I think I washed the window. Still cleaning up this area. Yeah, I put up a video yesterday on moving the desk. I have to be careful when I say something to Gary. If I say I'm thinking of, all of a sudden it's done. It's done before I even was finished thinking of it. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Because I really do want to share this with people that want to see it. Because I know you don't all have hummingbirds yet, but you will, They're coming back. You guys are so pretty. So my mouse doesn't want to work. Really? Come on, mouse. Ah, I have to go over here to get my mouse. If I fall out the window now, Gary's not home. So we're supposed to have nice weather this week. I'm going to hold them to it. It's supposed to be really nice. No rain, so they say. I don't know if that's any better. I'm going to have to go check the live feed afterwards. I can sit here and watch them all day. Now what you can't see is behind the camera, there's another feeder, and they're all feeding off that one too. There's so many of you guys. No, out there, go out. Come on, go out. You cannot come in. I will have to open this one. No, you're not coming back in. Technically, I should open the screen up. I opened up the other screen. I could feed them in the house here. No, I don't want them in the house. What do you think? You really, your hair always looks so bad, no matter how much I brush you. What do you think? What do you think? I think I'm going to step away from the window for a minute so the rest can come in. There's like 1,000 of them out there. Oh, Marty, you're so welcome. Thank you, Ash. I don't know about that. Give them food and they will come. That's basically it. Let's see. I'll show you how to do that. I need a giant tripod. A giant tripod. Marty, I already had 3 of them flying to the house. Now, there's been a couple that flew right through and right out. I can't believe how many there are out there waiting. When you see them feed, keep in mind when once they come in and take a drink, they don't come back for usually another 10, 15 minutes unless they found food. Then they don't come back until whenever they need it. So they are lined up on all the orange trees out there and all the trees just waiting for a chance to come in here and drink. So there's like, I don't even know. There could be easily 1,000 of them out there. They're actually in the sky too. I know, I'm bothering you guys. I'm looking on my tablet, and it looks better on the tablet than it does on my computer monitor. So now you're all sitting on the pole I want to take down. Now you know I'm not going to take it down. Go on the roof, set up the camera. Oh, that would be entertaining. If anybody's got a lot of hummingbirds, it's cheaper to buy the sugar by the 25-pound sacks. I went the other day and bought 2 more sacks. I wasn't out, but Gary told me I only had 2 more sacks left, and I cannot run out. Like Ted said, I saw he wrote that they, when the feeder is frozen or fix it, they let you know. I'll go out in the garden and they're like dive bombing me. It sounds like bumblebees all over. They want me to fix it or fill it or whatever. Demanding little guys you are. Which I guess you have to be in order to survive. It's probably better I move my computer because sometimes I sit here and just watch them and not work. I cannot read what's on here. temperature? Alexa says it's 70 degrees. Yeah, I know, Alexa, I heard you off. My daughter felt I needed Alexa in the house. I'm still trying to figure out how to set the camera. I'd like to have it come out and then straight. Yeah. If I climbed up on the roof and hung it, that would be really cool. Yeah, probably not that way. I'll figure it out. I need an L. Something that comes straight on the window. I can hang feeders here too. You know, this started with one feeder. Then I had to add on two. Right now there's no fighting because they all know there's always food. There's even food on the deck, but they always know that there's food. Okay, let me, guys, because I keep moving and scaring you. Can you hear me from here? You may wish you had this, but let me tell you, I go through tons of sugar. No, I don't think there's a lot more fighting during breeding season. I have actually seen them right now. They're already starting to build a nest, and that's been interesting because it's a little early, but the one that built it on my windowsill, she did build her first nest. She started it in December. So I'm hoping that means the weather's going to warm up, stay warm. The reason there's not a lot of fighting during breeding season is they do not pair. Hummingbirds do not pair. They will never pair. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. I'm just trying to figure out how I could do a Q&A and have the camera straight on so I can sit off to the side and you can see the hummingbirds and not have to see me. That's what I was thinking. I'll figure out something. Dale, the only way you're going to be able to stop them from fighting is start to set up, get multiple hummingbird feeders out there. And in the beginning, do not put the hummingbird feeders side by side. So have them, I would say at least 10 feet apart. If you can go further, that would be good. Once they know that there is enough food, then there's no reason to fight. They'll wait their turn as long as they know there's enough food. When you want to see me. The problem is, let me come close to the window, then they all spook because they don't know what I'm doing. All right. If you think about it, I've got a video up there on fighting. If you think about it, I really do need to take this window out. The reason hummingbirds fight when it comes to food, let me sit back, would be just like people. They're in competition for food. And at their size, unlike other birds, if they don't get enough food, then they'll die. They won't make it for the next day. So that's why it's so important that they have food. If they know or think that there's not going to be any food running out, then they won't fight. They have no reason to fight because fighting takes up energy for them. So they have to know there's enough food. So if you want to get them to stop fighting, which I have got them to pretty much stop fighting, you're going to have to get multiple feeders up. Once you've got multiple feeders up and they know that there's plenty of food, then you can start to move the feeders like here back together. They'll wait their turn, and they're sitting around here all over in the trees waiting their turn because they know that when somebody leaves a seat, and a lot of them, like people, they have a certain seat that they want to sit in. You know, like if you go to the restaurant or movies and you like to sit in a certain spot, they like a certain spot. As long as they know that there will be food, then they won't fight. And that's the whole idea of this. They've got to put in their little brain, and they probably have a big brain for that body. They've got to put in their brain and know that there's not going to be a shortage. And it would be just like people. And I've talked about that in my videos, like the Cabbage Patch dolls. Oh my gosh, my daughter had to have a Cabbage Patch doll. Back in those days, you couldn't get them and people were fighting in the store. If everybody got to the store and knew that everybody was going to get that product, then nobody would be fighting because they'd all wait and they'd get the product. The problem happens is when they know there's a limited supply, and that's when people start to get angry and fight in the stores. Well, it's the same thing with the birds. They know no matter what that there's always going to be food. That also means that I don't get to go anywhere. No, I have to make sure that, like, I want to go to the store soon. I'm going to have to make sure all the feeders are full. And as long as most of them haven't run out completely, then there's no problem. You can stop the fighting. As far as breeding season for them fighting, no, because they don't, again, it's not a bird that pairs. They may court females, but they breed, and once they breed, the male's off and gone, and the female builds the nest. Female does it all. She builds the nest, she sits on the eggs, and she raises the babies, no male in sight. The only thing the males do is breed and eat. And pollinate. They pollinate. Oh, sorry guys, I moved. Yeah, I don't see anybody fighting. And you've even got the rufous here, and the rufous are the nastiest little hummingbird. They're small and they're real colorful. They're kind of that burnt orange. And normally they are very territorial. They'll find the feeder and then they will fight to get everybody off of it. But they have no reason to do that here. And let's put it this way, if they tried, I think the other ones would push them over and say, yeah, right. So they're not going to try. Not here. Now today is a nice sunny day, and I would have thought that more of them would be out foraging, so there may not be as many flowers. When there's a lot of flowers, they come in, they drink, and then they leave, and I see them in the evening more. But a lot of areas in Southern California have weed abatement, which means it doesn't matter how much land you've got, they want everything cleared. And they're taking out, like there's wild tobacco and sallow thistle, and they have to take all that out. And they feed on all that. And so they may not be able to find enough food because there's so much weed abatement because of fires and stuff. So this helps them out. They eat insects. This is not their sole food. They wouldn't be able to live on this. They eat insects and pollen, so they leave here and then they go and forage. Look at that. Oh, you're molting. Look at that. I've got a video up that I will probably update at some point. It's gone up to over 1 million. I had a hummingbird right here, right where we're sitting here, build a nest and raise. The video will tell you she raised 2 babies, but she actually raised 10. 10 babies here on my windowsill. So have I seen babies? I see babies all the time. I've seen them from the day they've hatched. I've seen them when they were eggs. She is still alive, I'm assuming, and she moves her nest around. They can live for, as long as they have enough food, 5 to 7 years. So she's still alive, and she's been moving her nest around. She had it in the front of the house. She had it on the side. And now she took apart the one on the side of the house. She's been working on it this week. And I don't know where she's moving it to. I see her grabbing it. She's moving it. She uses a lot of shade cloth. That's why we know it's her. The other ones don't use a lot of shade cloth. So yes, I've seen babies. I'm going to move over, guys. So. I'm going to update the ice cream container. I haven't really started on my hummingbird feeders yet as far as making them, because I make these and they love those. I can hang these little things everywhere and they love those. And then the ice cream containers, I've actually sometimes put one here. They like that. I have different ways of making that now. So I will be getting up more, but it's on there somewhere. And let's see what else was there. I think I've got most of it here. You're home?
Yep.
Oh, Gary's home. See, I didn't pull out the window. I started cleaning the window, but I'm going to do that later. You put a sticker on? No. Would he give you a mouse pad?
No, this stuff to the bottom.
What is that?
The
Oh. See, what was I saying? Yeah. Bless me. This cost me a fortune. I love it. There's no way it would stop this. It's just so simple to make. Sugar and water. I make so much of it all day. Yes, guys, I know I'm bothering you. Some of you know me, and then, of course, some of you are not sure. A lot of them are molting. Look. I wish I could get the camera on this one. Hand me my camera on the table. Any camera? Got a few of them that the babies are going from baby plumage to adult plumage. And you'll see their faces changing. I don't know when this is going to come back. Don't you come in. No, one came in and then zipped right back out. Some of them are actually getting their adult coloring now. So a lot of the plain ones are starting to change. They're going to change before breeding season. Normally, I think they start around here February or March, but we have seen them breed earlier than that. Depends on the weather. I think I left it in what? You want to go get it for me? It's next door. You'll see where it is. I'm sitting in the front room. There it is. That's the one I want a photo of. don't think I've got any that are my red cap. They look better in a red cap. Got my red. I don't think you can see me. I think I scared everybody off. Oh, I should ask them, what should I do with these? Okay, I've got a question for you. See if you can see this. I bought for $5, it was cheap, 50 hummingbirds. See if I can open this. I don't know what to do with it. They're really cute, but they're really small. It's a pin, but there's no back on it. See, it's got just the nail thing. And I can glue it on my hat, but they're so tiny. Aren't they cute? I've got ideas of what to do with it, but it would be a major work. But just trying to figure out, I just saw them and they were so cute. And it was like $5 for 50. Any ideas? Earrings, I know that, and I'm gonna make some pins out of them. And they're so cute. I can't reach from here. Across the room, too far. Oh, they fit in the holes of my hat. Look at that. On a sun visor?
Yeah.
That's an idea. I should put I bought 2 boxes of them because when the person sent it to me, I don't know if you can see that, they sent me a box and it said right. So I contacted them right away and I said, do you have the left? And they said they did, so I bought the left. So now I've got them facing both ways. I would buy more, but I have to figure out what I'm going to do with them. No, I have pin things. If my hat was white, you'd be able to see it. But I could put it here. That would work. Okay, now I put it on my hat. But so tiny. Look at that. Put like 100 of them on here. The space has only been open for like a day and a half, so I don't know. I guess so. I mean, I worked on that video yesterday in this other room. So yeah, I like being close to the window and I can reach out and I can change things or fix things. And it's just that in the beginning I was coming over and I was leaning too much and I thought I was going to fall out the window. Because I was used to reaching over about 2 feet, if not more. I could decoupage them. You know what I was thinking of doing, but it's so much work. I was going to make a tabletop and have a lip around it and then glue them in where I want them and then pour resin in there. The problem is they're so tiny, you really have to look and see what they are. So I'm not sure yet. They all want to come in and feed and I'm bothering them. At least they're not, nobody's fighting. Look at the sky back there. They're just hovering and waiting to come in. What? Oh, I want to hang a hummingbird feeder in front of the lens. I would like it straight on. And I think the way I can do it straight on is if I had you L brackets out. I stick the camera on an L bracket. Oh my gosh. Look how many there are now. And the other feeder you can't even see is packed. I would have thought they'd be foraging more out, but there must be not that many flowers around here. Because all the Weetabix take everything out. Here's the last question. The sun is, oh, we've got one in the house. I'm going to take the screen out there. They'll go eventually out the other window. What time is it? 30? What time is it? 12:30 now? I gotta go to the store. There's supposed to be 6 species here. I have only recognized 5 so far. We've got the anise. I'm going to forget while I'm sitting here. The anise, the blackthroat, the rufus, the allens. There's one more. Oh, and the costa, the most beautiful one. And those are, we have 5 here all the time. Pretty much all the time. There's one in front that he's starting to, actually that's going to be a female coloring up. So they are molting right now a little bit. Black chin. The black chin have no color, not even the males. Very little. Tiny little spots on the chin. Hard to believe that it was just working perfect and boom, it just goes down. Did they test it with you there? Or did I?
Yep. And tested. Oh, they already tested it, but they showed me.
You have to say it's going to blow out the dust and everything.
Yeah.
See, if the camera was on an L bracket, then I could do straight. And then it would be, I think it would be even, you could see them even better. Now, this is terrible. I want to go get stuff done today, and then I get stuck watching them. I needed a longer cord on the camera. I need an adapter. I know exactly what adapter to get. Now they would be taking off. see them all, including the one on the stick. And here I was going to take the stick off. Sam flexing. How old?
How old, yeah.
I don't know. I know they're all ages. Even there's even kids that want to say grammar school.
Yeah, they're recognized.
Yeah, even we go to the school and work with the grammar school kids, and they even know because they're gardening now. So we've got all ages from, I would say, probably 10, 13 on up to 100. Yeah. Did you see that? He came in, he circled around and went right back out. Very well coordinated, that little bird was. And I do have some that do that when I'm making the food. They'll come in and they'll watch me and then they'll sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been almost 30 years ago. No, that would be the last one I went.
I'm going to have to say about 35 years ago for me. I guess we both been to Phoenix. I've been to Phoenix for like a show or something years and years ago, a convention. Geez, so many years ago.
Phoenix, Flagstaff, Tucson.
Oh. What are you doing? You want to get up and then feel a little more comfortable. Oh my goodness, I wanted to go on for like 10 minutes.
Like insects. A lot of small insects.
They'll eat probably aphids. They'll eat aphids. They'll eat whitefly. You know what they do? They'll go into spider webs and they'll pick out tiny little insects out of the spider webs. So anything that's small enough, that's what they'll eat. They've caught flies, little tiny flies like fruit flies. They love fruit flies because they'll go, if any of the compost bins starts bringing fruit flies, I've seen them go in there and pick out fruit flies. I've not gotten a video of that yet. So anything tiny.
And they'll go around the...
Talk louder. We can move the chair a little over.
They'll go around the spider webs, and if the spiders have insects, they'll pick those out too.
That's what you said.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
that?
just said that. That's, yeah. Oh, you'll see them go into the eaves, and you don't know what they're. If they go into the spider webs, it could be two things. They're either looking for little insects to eat, or they'll take some of the spider web down during breeding season, the females, and they'll use part of the web because it's sticky, and they use that to put together their nest.
I haven't seen them eat ants.
Gary and I are gonna say no. I don't think they eat ants. It would be great if they did. No.
Ants have an acid to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say ants don't taste good. If you ever got one in your mouth, they have, you started calling it an acid. It's terrible. No, they're not. I'm gonna say no on ants.
We go back to Phoenix to check out desert botanical gardens.
Where's the one that has the tunnel to go in? It's absolutely gorgeous. Is that Phoenix? You walk inside a tunnel and they've got it all set up. I even took my parents there to see it. years and years ago because it was so beautiful. You kind of walk inside and they've got tunnels and the animals are set up in their native habitat in the dark and you see them sleeping and stuff. Gosh, that's been years because I took my mom and my dad back. I completely forgot about that. Let me say hello. Let's say hello. Lori? No, Louis? Lou? Lou? Hi, Lou. I can't remember where it is. Boy, it's been years. You brought back memories in Arizona. There is a place in Arizona I went to. My gosh, the kids would have been small. I don't even want to say how long ago. And it is some sort of botanical garden, and it's a garden, and then you go inside a tunnel. I'm like I said, it's been years. You go in a tunnel and you can see animals sleeping in their caves, in their natural habitat. You kind of go inside and then you come out and you're back out in the garden. I don't know what it's called. It's been so many years. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
I can't remember if it's Phoenix or not Phoenix, not Flagstaff. Tucson. It might be Tucson.
I've been to Mickey Olson's.
You know what? It might be in Tucson. The place was gorgeous. I don't even know what it was called. And like I went there, I remember bringing my parents back because I wanted them to see it. I don't know if they will remember. It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, so many years. For bees and wasps, I've got a video on that. You have to change if they start to bother the feeders, and certain times of the years they seem to bother more than others, you have to get with bee guards. These have small enough hole. Well, the yellow ones are bee guards. When you see the yellow flowers, if the bees can't reach the nectar, then they'll leave. They'll try it, and then they won't go back to their hive or whatever and tell everybody to come out. So you've got to change the feeders over until the bees stop looking for food. I don't have too many problems with bees, but certain times of the year, at the end of summer, we did, and I had to switch some of the feeders around.
Barbara C. said the Desert Museum in Tucson has the tunnels.
Okay, so it was Tucson. Thank you, Barbara. I couldn't remember. I have been there so many years ago, and I'm assuming they're still there. It was beautiful. It was probably one of my most favorite places to go. So it's Tucson. You've never been to Tucson?
Yeah, I've been to Tucson.
But you've never been. Oh, that is.
No, I camped out in the desert when I went to Tucson.
Hey, you go into. It's like I said. I don't even know if it looks the same. You go into this. It's going to be a desert garden, and then you go in. I think it's a building, and then you go into this tunnel, and you walk through. It's beautiful, dark and cool, and they show the animals do it like the way the animals. I want to say sleep, and during the day, and they had all kinds of animals in the desert there. And then you walk through, and then you go out into the garden again. But it was just beautiful. It's like a living museum. I think they call it. I'd have to see if I can figure out what the name was. What did you say the name was?
Desert Museum.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful when I went there years ago.
Barbara C. says, please come to visit Tucson.
And Barbara, if I come, who's going to feed the hummingbirds? This is the problem. You create something and then you can't go anywhere. Because I can't leave them without food. I would need to have a pet sitter come in. Can you imagine calling a pet sitter and telling them, forget the dogs, they can take care of themselves. We need these feeders filled like 4 to 5 times a day. That's funny. I wonder what their face would look like if you called somebody over and said this is what their job is. No, they're trying to know.
Yeah, I think so. Because that's open now, we can hear them through the
Oh,
screen.
okay, you're right. I could cut that screen too and do something with that one if I want to, but that one I can step around.
Now they're coming. We've got one in now again.
He might go out on his own. No,
That's fine.
no, I'm trying my kitty. Usually I roll down. This doesn't have a tab. This is gonna go. I'm gonna take this off. And then I can easily
Yeah, you have to push it up.
push it up and I can get it down. And then they can zip through and go right out. I won't even have to worry about it. That's what I don't want this. Well, I couldn't get to it before with this. That was part of the problem. This has to come off first. And then it will be easy to just pop the string right out. Yeah, and then they can just zip around if they want to. Oh, I need some water. What do you think? Here. Oh, we got a house sitter. I might take you up on it. You said Juliet?
Yeah.
Keep that girl's number. Now I need to go to the store, and I want to sit and watch them. See, I want to take that stick down. They're all sitting on that stick that's on that perch. Oh, okay. Yeah. Probably not. Well, then I'm not really painting anything yet, unless I want to hang that thing up. I'm going to paint it black. I don't like the white. I have to figure out how I want to do that. So the feeder that I can, if I lower the other feeder, they're actually set up perfect.
So in Phoenix, they've got lovebirds, coral lovebirds.
Wild lovebirds?
Yeah, they do in Melbourne, Australia too.
I didn't know they had wild lovebirds. Peach face?
I guess those probably would be famous.
Peach face lovebirds? That's cool. They used to have a lot of Quakers, but I don't think there's any more Quakers out here. Well, we have all the Amazons. They have lovebirds. That's really cool. Because they easily can build a nest. They just find any place and they spread the palm leaves, and then they build their own nest inside.
Yeah, that's why I think they can do well, because they actually build a nest. Only a couple of species of parrots do that.
Like the Quakers. The Quakers build a nest, so they got them in. They had them in Chicago. They had them out here. Do I have one behind me? Or did he go out? I think he went out.
Yeah. Might be an issue removing movement, yes, she might get some weird food.
I don't understand. Oh, I see.
That's why it may not be able
Julianne, I'm going to warn you, you don't want to put your phone number out there. I've got it if I ever need it, but I just took it off so nobody else will have it. It is odd because they're flying behind me, and I keep thinking I've got hummingbirds behind me. Well, this is good because it's given me the idea that I want to take down the mini blinds completely. I think I want to put a drape up, and I want to be able to remove the other screen. So if I do want to leave this window open, the first thing they're going to do is go that way and that way.
Yeah.
And then they just fly a big circle.
Well, this is where this is the first place they try to go out if they don't know to go back where they came from.
And normally, if I wasn't sitting here, these would all be empty by now. A lot of them are just eating very quickly. Oh, we do have one. I'm going to grab the one in a minute.
Hi, morning, gardener.
Oh! In a year? In a year? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I don't even have an answer for you, morning gardener. A year. I go through so much. I have no idea. A couple pounds a day.
Yeah, it changes too.
Oh, the price.
No, I mean the amount. Because right now there's a lot.
Yeah, but we have a lot even all summer. We always have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does change, but we've been having, they seem to be more and more because they're having babies and then their babies are having babies and they're all sticking around. If I bought a 4-pound bag at the store, because they're 4 pounds now, they changed them. They used to be 5 pounds, but for your convenience, they always do it. They changed it to 4 pounds, so it's not so heavy. I probably go through a 4-pound bag in 2 days. So, how much would it cost me? $1 to $2 a day. No?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
I don't keep track either. I just keep going and buying more, and then the store wants to know why I'm buying so much. Okay, so oh, wait a minute. It's normally more than $2. 1, 2. No, you stay out. That's a good question. Trying to think on that. Probably I would say at least $2 a day, at least, possibly more.
We tried to get it on sale. When it's on sale, we keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, we try to get the sugar when it's on sale or when there's a special. And I'm now buying it in 25-pound sacks. And the price has gone from like $8.50 to, I don't know, $14. And it seems like what happens is when I go in and I bought like, what did you pick up that time? Like 10 bags? So I sent Gary out and I ordered 10 bags, 25 pounds of sugar. And after I ordered all that, they raised the price. They must have thought the price was too low. It was a good price though. So sugar prices changed too. So I have no idea. I don't even want to know. I'm too far from the screen.
Julianne, thank you. Tips up on the phone number.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Julianne, you don't want your phone number out there. Even though 99.99% of the people are really great on YouTube, there's a few that are, you don't want them to have your number. You're closer.
Yeah, you enjoy the birds, that's why you don't know. Yeah,
we do enjoy the birds, and I probably don't want to know. What do you want, Kitty? What do you want, Kitty? What do you want? What? Talk louder.
Complexity didn't match. We spend $2 a day on sugar. 730 a year.
I would figure that. That's you know what? We don't vacation. We don't go anywhere. So I think that's good. I'm fine.
And we're frugal with it.
We don't buy anything. I rarely buy stuff. I only buy stuff that I really need. Usually, I did buy something the other day that I really wanted. But no, you know what? That's okay. And if it cost me more, I would probably still do it because this is unbelievable. I can't even believe this happened. And anybody can do this. I am positive that anybody can do this if you've got hummingbirds in your area. Now, if you're in an area where they're not going to stay for the winter, then you can get them to come back like this. But here, you know, the weather's good enough so they stay. Of course, they brought their friends and their family. No. What's this?
Yeah, see, it's PA, capital P, small p, capital R.
Peru. I would not use powdered sugar. So I don't, I really want to, I don't want to tell people what to do and not to do, but I'm going to have to say on that no. And the reason is powdered sugar has cornstarch in it. It's made differently so it won't clump. And they can't, no. They can't metabolize that. Really, all you want is the plain granulated white sugar, and the brown sugar's got molasses in it, and they can't metabolize that. You just want cane sugar. You can use, I don't know if they call it sugar beet or beet sugar, the plain white sugar. If you go to the grocery store and buy granulated white sugar, and if it doesn't say anything but white sugar, granulated white sugar, then it's going to be the sugar beet, which is actually okay according to the Hummingbird societies. They can metabolize it, but they prefer cane sugar.
We're feeding cane sugar, and I'm going to say I got a good deal on it. So 25 pounds cane sugar made by the Dominic C&H company, the same company that makes all those. So I would say no on powdered sugar, no honey. You don't need food coloring. Is food coloring going to kill them? They say no, but they don't need it. They're not coming for that. The only people that need it is the people that put it in, but they don't need it. They're not coming for the red dye. As you can see, there's no red dye here. Anything else? Oh yeah, they passed. Yeah. I went to Walmart the other day. It wouldn't let me buy it online anymore. I don't know why. I went to Walmart online and I ordered all their 25-pound bags of sugar out of all the local Walmarts. And then when I went back, it wouldn't let me. So they had to come in and pick it up, which was fine. I mean, I picked it up anyways, but it wouldn't let me order it, pay for it. So yeah, the guy had to climb up. It was up on the top shelf. And he had to climb up and he said, I have to know why you need 50 pounds of sugar. And I told him. Yeah, they asked.
Especially when that's the only thing you're going in there for.
I know, you're only going in for sugar. Look at the sky. If I turn the camera, I won't be able to put it back. They're just coming in. Like a mob of them just coming in. The orange tree. Oh, I wish I could set up 2 cameras, but I can't go back and forth. Not with the YouTube program.
So the program only recognizes the one camera you
I'm not, you can, but you have to download a program. This is YouTube. This particular one is just using the live stream on YouTube. But then there are people that are really sophisticated that can download their own program, and then they can do split screen and all that. But you have to have another program to do that. You have to go to another server, and then it's done differently. I'm not there yet. No. I'm happy I can get it on. And a lot of times I try to go live, and I couldn't even get it to go live.
Right now, at least we've got a better area where
yeah, I couldn't sit here before because it was all desk. Now I'm never going to get anything done. Now I'm just going to want to sit here and watch them. They'll come in. Oh. Well, there's 7 feeders here. You can only see these, and then I don't know. I've got some in the garden. I've got some on the deck. Probably about 15 feeders. I could be wrong on that. It could be more. Right now there's about 15. There's more in the spring when they're feeding babies. Then I have to put more out even because they keep coming to feed their babies. I think that's about right. Look at coloring. Look how emerald green some of them are. See they're molting? You can see they've got.
pallets, they will do.
Like this one does.
Yeah.
How would you do Blue?
Blue.
Blue?
I would
They won't deliver it. They will not deliver it.
lube, I believe, stopped the way lube in Paris.
Yeah, I hope I have your name right, Lou. I've been buying it from Walmart right now because I watch their prices and it goes up and down, the 25-pound bags of sugar, and they will not deliver it. I tried that. Sam's Club will, but it's so much more money, so it's better just to go to Walmart. I can order it from Walmart usually, and then they'll put it on a pallet, and they'll put it in your truck, or you can just pick it up. But they won't deliver it. I guess it's just too heavy, and they don't want to pay for the shipping. So it keeps the cost down to just pick it up. I don't have a problem picking it up. Hey, you're so cute. Coloring is magnificent. When it moves, and then they all spook. Whoa, you're gone. There's a fly. Fly. I gotta go too in a minute. Yeah, I don't know what would be to leave this on and go to the store. I'm not quite ready to do that yet. How do you do that when you leave something on? You just leave it on? I don't even know myself. Roll the screen down. Keep that one up. I don't want yeah, if you have to, then you have to put out multiple feeders. There's I don't know if it's the Rufus one, which one's the one that's nasty, but here we have the Rufus, and they'll take over a feeder, but there's just too many, so they don't really do it. But if you have to, put out multiple feeders. I had to do it. I mean, I had one there, and then she went to nest on it, and I had to put another feeder here. And you do what you have to do, I guess. I'm going to roll this down because I don't want them coming in. And I'm going to go in a few minutes. Let's see, I've got this screen. I've got to figure out how I want to do this. Really, I only was going to come on and stay on for about 10 minutes just to see what it looked like. And it's been how long? Almost 2 hours. figure out how to do it. I'd like to bring the camera straight on. I'm gonna have to fix the screen. Must have shifted. But now I can fix the screen. I was hanging on the desk before trying to fix the screen and I couldn't fix it. What did you miss? Sandra wants to know what you missed. What you see is what you missed. No, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to set the window up. Even if it's just turning it on and walking away. And I'm still not 100% happy with it. I like to go straight on, I think. I have to figure out how to do this. See, if I brought it out that window and had it come in a bend, then I could do it straight on and you can probably see more and set up Hummingbird feeder right off the camera. That's my thought. Straight out that. A tripod, I was thinking.
An articulated arm that you can just sort of move around with your cups. Must be some sort of arm adjustment.
I'm wondering, this is what I'm doing with my Hero. Give me one more. It can be black, it can be orange, it can be standard. There it is. This is what I've been doing with the other camera. I didn't even think about it. There it is. The problem is, it's going to want to do this. I love these. There's so much you can do with them. It would have to go straight on. I would need to. I only need one. Go straight on this wing. Well, it's got a head on it. And then
You need to be able to swing the arm around. Maybe the way we've got it mounted on the inside over there, have to put something on the pivot.
there's one other way of doing it. You actually hang it on this window and bend it back this way. If you hung it out of this window, you hang it out of this window.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't have to struggle with the wire because you only go so long on these cameras. Okay, this is a super long one.
You know, the legs of the gorilla tripod.
Oh, yeah, but where's it going to wrap to?
Well, you could adjust. I'm not talking about the gorilla tripod, but there must be something like that, but it's instead of the legs would be like the monopod. Like the monopod would have the legs of the gorilla tripod where you can move it around.
You're talking about this end then?
No, all along the arm of
The whole thing would bend?
yeah.
It would drop with the weight. You know what? I'm going to have to play around with it when I bring it in. I'm thinking this might work. Out the window in. Okay, when I first started feeding hummingbirds on the deck, I was using flagpoles and hanging. I forgot about that. I was using for flagpoles the what do you call it? The flagpole holder, and then I was putting in fishing rods, and I was hanging them off of fishing rods. And then of course it was drooping. But if I put a flagpole holder here, and I think they make them that click onto a window. This bends this way, and then the camera bends too. I could go out, it would be almost where it is now, and bend it back. And now I could do it straight on here. Okay, that's another project for tomorrow. Instead of going out the other window and trying to wire it up with a pipe out that window, it will be here. Will you see this? I don't know. It depends on how the camera is, which doesn't really matter. And you can't adjust it because this is the program that YouTube's got. But it would be straight on, not at an angle. No?
Yeah. Or I could drop it. I could drop it.
Oh, I thought about doing that.
And that would.
Then I gotta reach it. I looked at that thinking of a giant tripod. I actually thought about climbing up on the roof, but totally not a good thing to do. Hanging something off the roof.
Not in that way.
You look at the come to the window and look right in the window. So the Dollar Tree's got them in. I want to get some more. Those are good feeders. Take a little wire. You only need a bread tie or a little piece of wire, and you can make your own stand. It just wraps around the flower. It's so easy. And then they'll sit on it. Cat. Yeah, so will Kitty. Kitty, you want to see the hummingbird? You saw the hummingbird. She's might have been sitting there. Actually, where's Molly? Molly. Yeah, I'm going to try this. No, you're not going to go out the window. I'm going to try this because this might go out far enough. If it goes to where the camera is sitting, then I can put this out the window. And then I could go straight on. I would need something here, see this picture? Then you'd get a straight on shot. And that would,
If I put a bar across,
bar across what?
you could rest it on something.
How would you put a bar?
From the wall of the house, put a post getting further out.
In the ground?
In the ground.
Oh, in the ground. I was going to say there's
and you could have that, you could extend it out or shorten it. There'd be a way of fixing that up.
See, if I had the camera here, I'd have control of it. Out that window, I have no control of it.
Yeah. But if there was a bar across, you could slide the top of it along the bar and just step it around. And then angle it. Then you wouldn't
You'll have to draw me.
Yeah, I don't think it will be.
But this may work. Because I'm looking, and I am actually trying to get closer. See what the camera is? This is the camera. There's the camera. So I'm almost that far. They think I'm giving them a perch. No, we're not going to sit here holding this all day. And I can extend this with the short one if I wanted to, because that camera's light enough to do that. And now that camera bends too. This may do it. In fact, I may only need a pipe here, just to stick it in. Just brainstorming today, trying to figure out how I want to do this. See, they're molting. The males are the young ones are turning into males. They've got their white all over their face. Then I'd be able to put a feeder right onto the camera, and you'd be able to get so close to some of them when they come in. Yeah, and that's a good idea. That's what I'm thinking. I've got some on the deck, but then you can't. Yes, I used to, when I first started feeding them, I was using a flag holder, and I was using old fishing rods. Then I was using sticks, flag poles, waving this around, scaring the hummingbird. Yeah, that would be better than going out the other window the way I'm doing it. Actually, I've got that pole itself. No, that's too long. That's too long and bulky.
Your cord is maxed out.
My cord is maxed out. I thought I had another cord, and I don't. And I read online that you could take away the quality of the footage of the camera if I go any longer than I have gone. Now I won't have to, and I could actually turn the camera around and talk and move it if I wanted to, if I had the flexibility of just picking it up. I'll try that later. I'm going to go to the store soon because I have a movie I want to watch tonight. You want to watch that movie too? Yeah, I got to call my mom. She told me to call her and remind her. Hallmark's got the movie, and they did it on location at Iceland. I want to see how that movie is. I'm going to go to the store in a minute. I'll have to figure out if I can just leave the camera on during the day, and then anybody can come in and watch it when they want. And then they'll see more. If I'm not sitting there, you'll even see more. And that's what I'm thinking. I could set this up with this whole thing is straight on. You could see all the different hummingbirds and see them up close and see the different species. See the angle right now? I want to get away from that.
The other feeder that's behind the camera too.
I know. There's another feeder behind the camera you can't see. That's why I'm trying to figure out how to do this. You could end up seeing me tomorrow if I experiment again with something else. I just need something out the window. Just here, hold it. It doesn't need much. And like I said, being that the camera's so what?
What's the name of the movie?
Love,
Love
I think it's called Love on Iceland, and that's on Hallmark today. And they did the whole thing on location in Iceland. I think it'd be interesting just to see Iceland. It's supposed to go on this evening, early evening. You know, this will work. I think this will work better, and then I'll have it here, and then it's movable if I want to pull it in. I can pull it in there, but you're losing a lot.
You could also turn it around if you wanted to go something like behind it.
Yeah. Here I would physically be able to just grab it and turn it around and show the orange tree with all the hummingbirds.
The avocado tree where they're waiting. They're sitting there waiting.
I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna try that. It's 4:30 in New York. Hi, puppy. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I'm going to go to the store. Before we shut down, I can see if I can turn the camera a little bit. And see if I can turn the camera. I can barely see. All right. Yeah, I want to do this differently. I'm going to have to think that I can't. Oh, I forgot about this. Because of the wire. Wait a minute. See, that's been my issue is the wire is not long enough. Okay, so you've got, oh, there you go. See out there.
Have it named down. You can see the orange trees now.
Where are the birds? Where was the avocado tree? Yeah, the sun is coming. Now all the birds took off. It's like, what is she doing?
Guess you could bang down to the hibiscus.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yeah, there was a couple down there. So we've got a lot of flowers and that to feed the hummingbirds too. We've got quite a few different flowering plants.
I'm gonna lose my camera out the window.
It's a beautiful view.
I'm trying to see where all the hummingbirds, a lot of them took off. They go, what is she doing? I can't see the avocado tree.
Yeah, barely visible from this distance or angle.
You can't see them, can you?
No, you can't. You can kind of see them coming from that.
And then I've got this feeder that was right here.
One just landed.
I can see that.
More of a silhouette than anything.
Because of the sun.
Yeah.
if I did it earlier, see the sun is starting to set down on this side. Did this earlier, then you'd be able to see, but with the sun coming through like that, no. And this is the feeder you don't see. And now you see why I need feeders that sit more than 3, because we have so many. But I do love the Dollar Tree and 99-cent store feeders. These are wonderful feeders. They come apart. They're so easy to clean. Get yourself some toothbrushes. I'm going to show how to bend them and how to make them for perfect cleaning. I'll get that up real soon. And these are one of the best feeders. You can't really see color, can you? And what if I angle it different? Can't really see anything. There's no bird.
Just a little bit. I'm trying to keep up. Okay, creative touch. We're more coastal. We're in Sunset Zone 23.
We're in Sunset Zone 23?
Yep.
Okay.
And
because I don't know if she can hear you. You got to talk out the window.
yes, Robbie does paint some of the feeders.
Yeah, I painted it and put some stuff on that one. Well, that's it. I think we're going to... I want to figure out a different angle. Because you've got all this going on and you can't see it. And I think it'd be better if it was straight on. All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye for today. Try something else another day. I've got to run to the store. It was so great spending time with all of you. And don't worry, I'm going to try this again. I want to try it out the other window. See, I'll go out this window. I'll show you real quick. And this is where that bird, let me see if you can see it. That's where she raised her babies, right out my kitchen window here. She raised her babies right there. So I'll have to try something else, try a different thing. All right, well, goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. And I might try this again tomorrow with if I can get a flagpole holder. Bye, everybody. Gary.
Goodbye.
You have to end it so I can put the camera down.